Hey guys, so last video we talked about the 45, 45, 90 special right triangles. Now we're going to talk about the 30, 60, 90 special right triangles. In order to help us do that, we're going to take a look at this equilateral triangle, and I know it's equilateral because all the sides are the same. Last video we had a special, or the special triangle was a right isosceles triangle. So if I have an equilateral triangle, that means that each angle is 60 degrees, right? Degrees. There we go. So I don't see where the 30 comes in yet, and I don't see where the 90 comes in. So let's talk about it. In the last video, I drew the diagonal so I could see where the 45, 45, 90 comes in. So I'm going to take a similar approach. I'm going to draw it this way, right? So given that I have not the best handwriting or penmanship, I now know that I took that line, I split that equilateral triangle right down the middle. So that 60-degree angle up top just got bisected. So if I extrapolate, well, not extrapolate, but like pull it out, I guess it is kind of extrapolating, I don't know. So if I draw out one of those two smaller triangles that I just formed, I know that's 30, that was 90, so now this was still going to be 60, right? So whatever this length was, because I bisected that angle up top and because it's an equilateral triangle, I know that this base at the bottom now was just cut into two equal spaces, right? So this is half and this is half of whatever this one was. Okay? So, same idea. We're going to use the fact that we have a right triangle to figure out that third side. Good old Pythagoras said that a squared plus b squared needs to equal c squared. And the way I see it, we have two sides, and we're trying to figure out this third one over here, which, because I upgraded, I now have more colors. So let's make it green, because I got money like that. So if I let this be the x divided by 2, and I square it plus the b squared, that should equal the x squared. So my goal is to solve for b. So I'm going to have x squared over 4 plus b squared should equal the x squared, which means that the b squared should equal the x squared minus x squared over 4, aka b squared should equal 3x squared over 4, right? This just becomes a problem of fractions. So my end goal is to figure out what b is, so I need to go ahead and do the square root on both sides. Doing so means that I have b equals, I can't square root 3, so I'm going to have a radical 3. But I can square root the x squared, so that's going to pull that x out. And I can square root the 4, so that's going to give me a 2. So that's what my third side should be. So we could think about this triangle down here as this relationship right there. So if we know the length of the hypotenuse, aka the length of one side of this equilateral triangle, we can take that number and plug it in for the x, and we can get the other side lengths. Or we could take what we have and scale it up, which means it's still going to have the same relationships, but it might make the numbers a little easier to work with. And next video, we're going to see what that looks like.